Hey everyone, it's Megan here from Megan Makes Do, and today I'm going to show you how to make the moss stitch or granite stitch or linen stitch. It's called all three. This is a nice simple stitch, and today I'm using Lion Brand's basic stitch in the color mint, as well as a 4.25mm crochet hook. I love this stitch. It is a beautiful textured stitch. It looks almost woven, and it's perfect for everything from washcloths to garments, and it only uses simple stitches like single crochet and chain stitch. So we're going to go ahead and let's get started learning how to do the moss stitch. Okay, so we're going to start by putting a slip knot on our hook. And then we are going to chain an even number of chains. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 16 for this tutorial. And what that's going to do is give us one extra chain to start our first row. So I tend to try to work this stitch with an odd number of stitches, and you'll see why as we get started. So here's my 16 chains. I'm going to skip that first chain, and working into the second chain from the hook, I'm just going to single crochet. Then I'm going to chain one, skip the next chain, and then work another single crochet. So we're always going to be skipping by chain one, skip one, single crochet, and we're going to do this all the way across. This is the basics of the moss stitch or granite stitch, whatever you like to call it. So chain one, skip one, single crochet. And since we're using an odd number of stitches, we're going to have a single crochet on either side when we start. So you'll always start and end with a single crochet. So let's work our last single crochet of row one. This is what you'll have. You'll have single crochets and chain stitches. So then we're going to chain one and turn our work. And we're going to start with a single crochet. And now we're going to work a single crochet into or around the chain one from the row below. Then chain one, skip the next single crochet, and work a single crochet into the chain one space. And we're going to do that all the way across. So from here on out, we're going to always be working our single crochets into those chain one spaces, except for when we start and end our row. Sometimes we'll always be working a single crochet to start and end our row. Okay, one more stitch, and then I'm going to end this row as well with a single crochet. So there's the end of row two, and you can just kind of start to see our stitch forming. As we go, you'll see it more clearly, but what we're going to do is we're just going to repeat those two rows over and over. So we're going to start our third row with a single crochet, chain one, skip one, and work a single crochet into the chain one space. Then chain one, skip one, single crochet into the chain one space. And we're going to do that all the way across. So some rows will start with one single crochet and some rows will start with two, depending on which repeat you're on. But that's it. That's how you work the moss stitch. It's pretty simple. This is a great stitch for beginners who want to add a little bit of texture and definition to their pieces. And like I said, it's great for anything from washcloths to blankets to garments. It's really a beautiful stitch. So here for our next row, we're going to chain one and turn. And now we're going to start with a single crochet and then work one more single crochet into that chain one space. Then we start our chain one, skip one, single crochet. So remember that while you're working across your rows, you're always going to be working into those chain one spaces. And it's only at the beginning and end of a row that you'll ever work into a single crochet stitch. So for whatever project you're working on, if you want to keep practicing, just continue to repeat those two rows over and over again until you get used to the stitch and you can see now how beautiful it looks. So just keep repeating those two rows for however long you'd like. If you're looking for some projects that feature the moss stitch, I'll go ahead and put some links to some of those patterns that I already have in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.